Shark Nation, what is good, man? Welcome back to another episode of the Ncaa 06 Next Dynasty with your Seattle Blue Sharks. And listen, man, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, because you don't want to miss out on any one of these episodes, man. So if we take a look at last week, you can see, man, we faced off against the Oregon Ducks where we fell short at home. Score ended up being 63-42. Bo Nix had an absolutely phenomenal game, just shredding the Sharks defense over and over again. But late in that game, we were able to find some rhythm on offense, but it was just a little bit too late. But anyway, man, not all was lost in that game. As we can see, we get some national recognition with Jared Glover getting the Player of the Week award. All right, man, so moving on. Shark Nation, I heard you. Last week, man, we put out a call to get some recruits to this program, to get some dogs. And Shark Nation, you guys answered. So check it out, man. We got 6 brand new recruits, man, committed to the University of Seattle, some absolute dogs. And listen, man, if you want to be a part of this, all you have to do is subscribe and comment, #put me in the game, coach, and we'll get you in this game. So right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the first recruit that we got, 7-11 Jackson. And look, man, 7-11 Jackson is a tight end, standing 6'5", 220, coming in with a 5-star rating. And just like his name says, man, 7-11 is always open. This kid right here is one of the top 5 tight ends in the nation, and there is a reason why. First of all, he's just an absolute unit and a mismatch everywhere on the field, and he's got good hands like Allstate. And to top it off, man, this kid has got excellent speed for his position. And to put the cherry on the top, he is a fundamentally sound blocker out there on the edge, which is exactly what the Sharks are looking for, so we're really excited to get him on the field. All right, man, and next up, we got Ncaa Hood, a DN and right tackle combo, standing at 6'4", 252 pounds, coming in at a 4-star rating. So listen, man, this kid is an absolute problem coming off the edge, all right? A quarterback's worst nightmare. And to top it off, man, he actually plays some offensive line, which is exactly what we need, man. Couldn't ask for anything better. But with that comes a little bit of caution with Ncaa, as he plays very intense on the field, but sometimes forgets he's not always on the field. And that's gotten him into a little bit of trouble in the past. But anyway, we're super excited to see what he can do for this team. So next up, man, we got Swagate Jenkins, a free safety and running back, standing 6'1", 195 pounds. And this kid right here is coming in at 4 stars with a lot of upside. He's a fundamentally sound safety on defense who can make plays, man. And this kid right here has what I like to call football sense. This is where he's always around the play, making things happen, right place, right time kind of player. And then talking to some of his coaches, man, they all say that this kid just has a heart for the game and really could be playing on the next level. And so with that, he also is just a superior athlete and was even able to get some snaps on offense playing running back. And we love to just see that kind of versatility out of a player, man. So we're super excited to bring Swagate onto the team and see what he can bring to the program. All right, man. So next up, we got LB States. This kid is a cornerback / wide receiver / all-around playmaker, standing at 6 foot, 175 pounds, coming in at a 4-star rating. And listen, man, this is what you call a lockdown corner. If he's guarding you, you're not catching it. But anyway, man, this guy right here is just an all-around athlete. Like I said, man, he plays corner, he plays receiver, so he's got that dual threat ability where he's got the hands of a receiver, but he's got the coverage of a cornerback, and he's a big-time playmaker, man, not afraid to get in there and make a tackle. This kid right here is exactly who the Sharks were looking for, man. We just need a guy who can make plays everywhere. And to top it off, man, this kid looks like Devin Hester 2.0 when he gets a kick return. You don't want to kick it to him. But anyway, man, we're super excited to have States join the team. And that takes us to our next recruit, Tay Ray. This kid is a running back, standing 5'10", 200 pounds. 3-star with some good upside, man. He's got that low center of gravity at 5'10", and he is a tough runner. I'm telling you, man, the first tackle is probably not going to get this guy down. Now, the only downside is that he's not the fastest running back in the world, but don't get it twisted. If you give him open space, he does have that second and third gear that he can get to and take that thing to the house on you. But more than anything, man, this kid just got that dog in him. I don't know what it is that makes him tick, but when he gets going in the game, he is just a tough guy to stop. So safe to say, man, we're excited to see this guy in a Shark blue jersey running for our team. So listen, man, last but definitely not least, we got Max Matrix, a DN, standing 6'7", 255 pounds, a 3-star with a lot of upside. And listen, man, this kid is coming out of Wyoming, which is probably why he was only 3 stars. Just not that much coverage, but listen, if you've ever seen a generational player, this is it. And look, man, when Coach Hughes was scouting this kid, they had a conversation where he says, and I quote, "There's only one thing that I do best in this world, and that's plug holes." He said that with a straight face. Now, I don't know what that means, but if I was anybody on offense and I seen this man running at me, I would be terrified. But anyway, man, we are glad that he decided to commit to our team and not anybody else. And that right there is going to wrap up recruiting for this week. And listen, man, like I said before, if you want to be a part of this team, subscribe and comment right now, #PutMeInTheGameCoach, and we will get you in this game. And now it is that time. What time? Is game time. All right, man, the Sharks are traveling up north to go battle Washington State University, and let's get right into it. Yes, sir, man. We got two schools in the same state, so you already know this is going to be a hot, contested game. So anyway, man, Cougars going to start off with the ball. Sampson's going to drop back to throw. He's going to find Jones over the middle, and that's going to start the game off and set the tempo for the Cougars on this opening drive. So now we got 2nd and 2, ball on the 28, single back formation. McGee's directing traffic. Sampson's going to drop back to throw. He's looking to his right-hand side. He finds Beverly, who makes the catch and brings it in for a first down. So Washington State starting to get a good drive going here. Ball on the 35. 1st and 10 in shotgun. Running back off to the left. Sampson's going to hand it off to Huffman. Huffman's got a good little lane in the middle. He gets brought down by McGee after a gain of about 6 right there. So Washington State starting to string together a handful of good plays. Sharks defense needs to tighten up a little bit. You don't want to let them get too much momentum. Anyway, 2nd and 4. It looks like they're going to hand it off to Huffman again. Huffman's going to break one tackle. He's going to make another man miss. And then Roberts comes up with a good tackle after a gain of about 15 right there from Huffman. So like I said, man, the Cougars starting to roll. 1st and 10 on the 48. Single back formation. Huffman's heating up. Looks like they're going to hand it off to him again. He's going to cut up the middle and be brought down by Troop after a gain of about 4 right there. Actually, a gain of about 5, so it's 2nd and 5. Huffman in the backfield again. He's starting to heat up. Sampson going to toss off to Huffman off to the right-hand side. Huffman's going to throw back to Sampson, but it's a backwards pass, and that's a fumble. Can McKinley get to it? Not quite. Sampson's able to recover that fumble. And, man, you got to think if the Sharks were able to get that, it will turn this first drive around. Anyway, 3rd and 14. Cougars looking for answers after a bad play. Sampson's dropping back to pass. He's looking. He's scanning the field. He's got time. He's launching off to his right. He's got a man down the field, and Beverly comes down with the catch, and that's a touchdown. 52-yard touchdown pass right there from Sampson, who had just tons of time and just let it fly. Hubbard was actually not in bad position, but just missed time to jump. And the Cougars go on the board first after a long touchdown throw right there. Now it's the Sharks' turn. Let's see how they will respond. Lovelady and company take the field. Single back formation. This crowd is going absolutely crazy right now. We're going to hand it off to Vincent like we always do to the left-hand side, and he's going to go up the middle for a nice gain of about 5 right there. So it was actually 4, so we're looking at 2nd and 6, ball on the 40, single back formation. We're going to go with a toss to Vince, who's going to hand it off to Glover on the reverse. Glover's trying to use his speed to get around the edge, but he just can't, and that's going to result in a loss on a reverse play. Trying to get our X Factor involved early, man, but just didn't pan out. That's a big loss right there. So now the Sharks are looking at 3rd and 18, deep in their own territory. Lovelady back in shotgun. You got to imagine he's going for a pass on this one. He does. He's dropped back to pass. He's looking for Glover, and Glover comes down with it, and he's still running. Glover's got space. Does he have the speed to get to the end zone? And no, he's brought down just before he got to the 20, and that right there was exactly why we wanted to get the ball in his hands early. This guy is a playmaker. Man, what a great route right there. Good throw by Lovelady. And then you just see Glover doing the rest as he goes stride for stride with the DB, who was able to catch up to him right at the end there. Great play, man. First down, Sharks. So the Sharks feeling good after that big play right there, man. Ball on the 22. We got 1st and 10. Vincent to Lovelady's right. He's going to go play action. Lovelady rolling off to his right. He's looking for a receiver. Doesn't see anything and wisely throws the ball away. That's something we've been working on, and I'm glad to see he made a good decision. So 2nd and 10. Sharks are in I form. They're going to hand off to Vincent up the middle, who does not get very much. Barely able to get back to the line. So now we're looking at 3rd and 10 on the 22. Trying to build off of that huge play. Going to shotgun. Bad snap. Lovelady had to handle it. He's rolling off to his left. He doesn't see anything, and he barely gets to throw off just before getting sacked. So after that huge play from Lovelady to Glover, the Sharks are going to have to settle for a field goal attempt right here. 39-yard attempt. And Fenton's going to kick, and it's up, and it's good. Sharks get on the board, which you can't be mad at, man. At least we come away with points on that drive. So here we go. Washington State looking to take the field again and see if they can double up and put another touchdown on the board. Sampson's going to drop back to pass, and he's looking over the middle, but McGee was having none of that as he bats the ball down. So a 2nd and 10 with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. They're in single back formation. Looks like they're going to hand off to Huffman again, who breaks one tackle and then gets brought down by a host of Sharks after a gain of about 2. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. So after a good stand there on second down, it's 3rd and 7, ball on the 27. Sharks looking to get the ball back to their offense. Looks like they're going to go play action to the right. Sampson's going to launch to Jones. Jones got a lane up the middle. Jones has got some speed. Roberts is not going to be able to catch him, and Jones is going to take this thing all the way to the end zone for another Cougars touchdown. Can you believe it? Just when you thought the Sharks might be able to get off the field, Sampson drops another dime to his receiver Jones, who just took it the rest of the way and just outran the Sharks DBs, man. So now this stadium is turned up to 1,000, man. Sharks take the field again. Single back formation with Vincent in the backfield. And we're going to hand it off to the left again. And I think they knew that was coming, as we actually lost 2 on that first play right there. So now we're looking at 2nd and 12. Ball on the 17, man. We're going to go play action. Lovelady's drifting off to his right. He's looking for a receiver. He might have Buckley. Buckley comes up with a huge catch right there as he jumped over the DB. And you got to love it from Buckley, man. Sure-handed Buckley. If it hits his hands, he's going to catch it, as he's telling you. It's a first down right there. First down, Sharks. Let's go. You can see right there, man, Buckley ran an absolute clean route. He had a step on his defender. Comes up with a huge catch, and the Sharks moved them chains. So now we got 1st and 10 on the 44. Sharks trying to put some stuff together and see if we can't get in the end zone ourselves. Lovelady back in shotgun. He's going to go drift to his left. He's looking for a receiver. He might have Miller up to the top. He throws to Miller. Miller comes down with it at just about the 35 and gets brought down after a nice game right there. So good adjustment right there by Miller, as you can see. Been practicing some scramble drills and helped his quarterback out. First down. So Lovelady starting to cook, putting the drive together. Got the Sharks on the 24. 1st and 10. Shotgun again. He's looking to pass. He's going to roll off to his right. He's under some pressure. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. He throws it out of bounds wisely and lives to fight for another down. So the Sharks are looking at 2nd and 10 right now. 2 minutes and 44 seconds in the second quarter. They're going to hand off to Vincent, who gets absolutely peeled by the defensive end who was waiting for him. Nobody even touched him and got their guy killed right there. Good thing Vincent's a tough guy. He's able to shake it off. So the Sharks are looking at 3rd and 10 once again off a big play. Drive's kind of stalling out. Lovelady's going to drop back in shotgun. He's looking for a pass. He's got to throw up a prayer to Glover. Glover's quadruple covered, but still comes down with the catch. That's baby Megatron right there. If you don't know his name, you know it now. First down. Just absolute. And look at that. Even some pass interference on that wasn't called, and he still comes down. Triple cover with the catch. Gets the Sharks down to the 1-yard line, man. You got to love it. So the Sharks are knocking on the door. This stadium is going absolutely insane right now. Lovelady in shotgun. He's looking for a pass. He's drifting off to his right. He might have Glover over the top, but no, he's going to keep running. Lovelady might have a touchdown, and he runs it in himself. He said, "Put the team on my back, coach. I got this." That's a rare scramble from Lovelady. Ends up in the end zone and gets the Sharks 6. And that's what you love to see from Lovelady, man. Just being a leader of this team and making plays when plays need to be made. So anyway, man, the score is now 14-10. Just under 2 minutes left in this first half, and we're going to kick off to the Cougars, who looks like they are going to take this out of the end zone, and Pierce is going to have a lane off to the left-hand side, and oh my goodness, he might be able to take it the distance. Edwards is tracking him down, and Edwards finally brings him down after he crosses the 40, and what a return right there from Pierce. This game is intense. This has been a punch, counter-punch kind of game, man, all the way up through this first half. And Sampson's going to drop back in shotgun. He's looking for Jones. Jones has a catch, and he's got room to run as McKinley missed on the swat and just left nobody there to stop Jones. So Jones takes another one to the house. And you can see McKinley had a good jump on the ball. He just missed. And Jones high steps into the end zone and got this crowd going crazy. Man, McKinley just took a chance, and he thought he might have had Roberts help over the top, but if it's one thing we know, we might not be able to count on Roberts. So the Sharks take another haymaker from the Cougars offense, and now they look to respond with Lovelady in shotgun. Vincent off to his left. Lovelady's drifting to his left. He's looking for a receiver. He doesn't have much. He's got to get rid of the ball. He's looking for Vincent. Vincent comes down with it. Oh, Vincent actually drops that pass right there. Good throw by Lovelady, kind of making something out of nothing, just not able to make the connection. And so now we're looking at 2nd and 10 with about 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock before half. Lovelady dropping back to pass again. He's drifting off to his left. He's looking for Higgins. Higgins comes down with the catch, and Higgins has got space. Higgins has wheels. It's a foot race between him and the safety, and Higgins is going to win that race every single time. That is a touchdown for the Sharks. Once again, the Sharks come back with a haymaker of their own as Lovelady connects with Higgins for an 80-yard touchdown play. And I keep telling you, and I'll tell you again, man, Higgins is special. And here we go, man. I told you this is a punch counter punch kind of game. The Sharks respond. Now let's see what the defense can do. Can the defense hold the Cougars and force a turnover or get the ball back to their offense, man? Anyway, they're going to go play action. Sampson's drifting to his left. He connects with his tight end, Harvey, who gets brought down by McKinley after a gain of about 6. So it's nice to see us actually tackle somebody after the catch. So now Cougars are looking at 2nd and 4, ball in the 30, minute and 13 left in the second quarter. Single back formation. Sampson's dropping back to pass. He's got Marquette on the right. Marquette, oh my God, he makes Hubbard miss and makes look foolish. Marquette's still running. Marquette is not going to get caught, and that is another Cougars touchdown. Can you believe it, man? I told you this game is crazy. Defense was not included in today's matchup as we see another big-time play right there going the distance. And, man, he put Hubbard on a poster right there. It was absolute stop on a dime. Fly by Reggie Bush type stuff, man. And look, the Sharks have got to respond once again. Lady and company take the field late in the second quarter, trying to respond and put some points on the board after a big haymaker by the Cougars. Lovelady's looking for Palmer off to the right hand side, and Palmer is just not able to lock in and come down with that catch. It would have been for a big game. Anyway, 2nd and 10. Lovelady's dropping back to pass again. He's scrambling off to the right. He's got to get rid of it. He's got to find somebody. He throws cross body, which is super dangerous, but finds Buckley, thankfully, who comes up with a catch and a first down. So with 43 seconds left, the Sharks take a timeout, and they are starting to build on this drive and see if we can get some points, man. So Lovelady in shotgun. He's drifting off to his left, looking for a receiver, running out of time, and he just throws the ball across the field and out of bounds. He just threw it away right there. Smart move by Lovelady with 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Trying to make something happen right before halftime. Let's see if the Sharks can get back on the board. Lovelady's in shotgun. He's drifting off to his left. He's looking for a receiver. He's going to throw to Baxter, and he's going to get picked off by Ogletree, who might have some space, and he gets brought down by Lovelady, and he just read that all the way. Looked like Baxter might have been open for a split second, but slightly thrown behind his receiver and picked off right there. And just as we were saying, man, trying to get out of halftime with some points, and we made a huge mistake that could turn this game around. And you see, just kind of threw a little bit back shoulder to Baxter and ended up getting intercepted, man. That's one thing we really want to see Lovelady improve on, man. Too many picks. So here we go. Cougars got the ball after that huge interception. Sampson dropping back to pass. He's looking for a receiver. He's under pressure, and McGee was right there, but he just missed the ball, and Marquette comes up with the catch and puts the Cougars on the 7-yard line. 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Sampson dropping back to pass again. He's rolling off to his right, and Troop comes up with a huge hit and puts Sampson down, and it looks like he's hurt. So the Cougars are now bringing out their backup quarterback to try to end this second half. So the Cougars are going to go play action again, and once again, Troop is all in that backfield, coming up with another huge sack right before halftime. When the Cougars were trying to go and put more points on the board, they may now have to settle for 3 because of 2 big plays by our star linebacker. And the Cougars would do exactly that. They're going to set up for a 39-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. And that right there is going to take us into halftime with a little bit of positive momentum. Defense made a good stop, so score is 31-17, Sharks down. And that takes us to our WX Sports Gear halftime report. Let's get into what happened in that first half. All right, man, it looks like we got a good one on our hands. The score right now is 31-17, Cougars up. But this one right here has been a slug fest, let me tell you. It's been one heck of an offensive showdown, man. And I think the determining factor really might be whose defense steps up first. And it looked like the Cougars might have done that with that late interception in the first half that ultimately led them getting 3 more points right before the start of halftime, man. But anyway, we got a good game on our hands. We just need to tighten a few things up. Offense has got to keep rolling. Defense has got to step up. We need a couple stops to try to get back in this game and turn things around. So right now, man, like I said, we've got a hotly contested game, and this is turning into quite the contest from two schools coming out of the same state. But anyway, man, that's going to take us right into our player of the half, presented to you by WX Sports Gear. And this award is going to go to the Cougars quarterback, Jay Sampson, who's had an absolute phenomenal first half, man. 283 passing yards. He's 8 for 9 to attempts to completions, and he's thrown 4 touchdowns on the Sharks defense. So if we're going to grade him, we're going to give him an A. And that right there is going to take us into some halftime adjustments brought to you by Coach Hughes, man. And number one, the first thing we need to work on is our open field tackling. There's been more than one occasion where the receiver has caught the ball, made one of our defenders miss, and then took it to the house. If we could just tackle these guys, we might be in some better shape. Anyway, number two, we need to keep airing the ball out. We've had a lot of success throwing the ball with Lovelady. He's finding a really good rhythm, and I think we just need to keep doing that to try to get ourselves back into this game. And lastly, man, we need to blitz the third string quarterback. We saw Sampson go down late in the first half there, and now they are down to their third string quarterback, and we need to get pressure on him. We need to make him uncomfortable. And like we saw late in that second quarter, we got a couple sacks in the game and forced a field goal attempt, so we need more of that. But anyway, man, that's going to go ahead and wrap up our WX Sports Gear halftime report. Now let's see what these Sharks can do in the second half. All right, man, here we go. The second half is underway, and the Sharks get the ball to start, and they're starting on the 24, trying to get back in this game and keep it close. So Lovelady under center, he calls an audible, going in shotgun. He's dropping back to pass. He's looking for a receiver. He's drifting back. He's got a blitz to the right, and he's not able to get rid of the ball in time, and takes a sack and takes the Sharks all the way back to their own 7. So now we're looking at 2nd and 27. So the Sharks trying to bounce back after a big loss on first down to start the second half. So they're going to hand it off to Vincent up the middle, who's going to rumble for about 4 yards right there. Not quite enough. So it's going to be a big third down to start this second half drive. So here we go, man. Sharks need a big play right here to try to keep or even really gain some momentum in the second half, man. 3rd 23. Ball on the 11. Lovelady pulling strings, calling hot routes. And he's going to snap the ball, drop back to pass. He's looking, scanning the field for a receiver. He looks like he might have Higgins, who had the ball, but then dropped it after a big hit by the corner. And that's one that you really would like to see Higgins come down with, man. He's had a good game thus far, and he knows it right there. He should have caught that ball. So here we go, man. After a mediocre punt, the Cougars are on the 42, looking to add to their lead, man. And mind you, they're on their third string quarterback. And he's looking for a receiver. He finds Roberts on the left-hand side, tackled down by McGee for a short gain of 3. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 on the 39. Cougars looking to continue this drive as Garrison's going to drop back, scanning the field, and he's got Marquette on to the right-hand side, who makes the catch and gets out of bounds just short of the first down marker. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. So a short third down right here. Can the Sharks make a stop and get their offense the ball? Let's see. We got the D-line shifting. McGee's looking to try to blow this play up, and they're going to hand it off to Huffman, who scuffles off through the middle. He breaks one tackle from Hubbard and then spins, and Williams finally brings him down, but not after he picks up the first down. And that was a nice little run right there by Huffman, who really came in clutch for his team right there. You would have loved to see the Sharks make a stop right there, but nevertheless, it's 1st and 10 for the Cougars, and they are driving, trying to add more points to the board. Ball on the 24. About 2 minutes and 10 seconds in the third quarter. Garrison's going to drop back. He's under pressure. He's looking for a receiver. He has the touchdown to Marquette, who surprisingly comes down with that touchdown catch, as Hubbard looked like he had the interception in his hands. And you can see Hubbard was right there, and it just looks like he might have been a little bit shaken up from that hit he took from the running back earlier, man, and just was not able to put hands on the football. So the Cougars score again. The score is now 38-17 as we got Lovelady dropping back to pass again, drifting off to his left. He's looking for a receiver. He's going to throw up to Miller, who has the catch, and then he gets brought down right before he gets to the 40. So nice throw and catch right there from Lovelady to Miller. And we're going to have to start stringing these passes together, man, because the Sharks are in a big deficit in the second half, and you just got to think we got to start airing this ball out. So Lovelady in shotgun again. He's got pressure off to his left-hand side. He's scrambling to the right. He's looking for anything. He finds Palmer, who catches the ball at the 10, going into the 5, and gets brought down after a huge gain right there. And Palmer is slowly creeping up to be one of the Sharks' go-to receivers in clutch situations like this, man. Nice little throw and catch once again. So we got 1st and goal. Ball on the 6. Lovelady calling audibles, trying to get the Sharks into the end zone. He's dropping back to pass, and he's going to find Higgins on a slant route for a Sharks touchdown. And once again, Higgins coming up big, making a big play for the Sharks and putting points on the board. Man, we love to see it. Nice dime right there by Lovelady, who put it right on the spot after Higgins got himself open on the quick slant. So the Sharks are not giving up in this game, man. There's no quitting this team. Scores now 38-24. A minute and 39 left in the third. 1st and 10 as Garrison drops back for the Cougars. He's looking to air it out. Roberts is over top. Robertson's not going to get there. Marquette is running. Roberts tries to tackle him. He doesn't get him, and Marquette is going to take it all the way to the end zone on the first play of this drive for a 77-yard touchdown. And once again, Roberts coming up short, missing the mark, and then not making a tackle. And Marquette just strides into the end zone. As you can see, Roberts right there just absolutely whiffed. And then to make it even worse, he couldn't make the tackle. So that's a huge response right there from the Cougars after giving up a touchdown to the Sharks, man. And like I told you, this is like a heavyweight battle. Just exchanging haymaker for haymaker. Can the Sharks answer? Lovelady in shotgun. This crowd is absolutely rocking. Lovelady's dropping back. He's drifting to his left. He's looking for his receiver, Miller, who is just not there. And they can't make the connection. He was wide open, but Lovelady put a little bit too much sauce on that one. So we got 2nd and 10. Lovelady dropped back to pass again. He's drifting to his right. He's looking for Miller again, who had the ball but then dropped it after the contact. So it's 3rd and 10. Lovelady back in shotgun once again. He's dropping back to pass. He's looking for a receiver. He's drifting to his left. He's not seeing anybody, but he finds Higgins up in the middle of the field, and Higgins is still running, and he gets brought down after he gets past the 40. And once again, Higgins is showing up and making big plays for this Sharks offense. And they're not done yet. They're not out of this game yet, as Higgins is telling you it's another 1st down, and we're just heating up. Gotta love what we're seeing from Higgins in this game, man. He's really emerging and establishing his spot in this offense. So the Sharks in shotgun again. Lovelady starting to heat up. Dropping back to pass. He's drifting off to his right. He's looking for a receiver. He might have Palmer over the top. And Palmer puts on a nasty spin, and he's going to take it to the end zone. And Palmer comes up clutch with a 37-yard touchdown reception off of a great pass by Lovelady, who just found some extra time and found a wide open receiver for a Sharks touchdown, man. You love to see it. And like I said, man, the Sharks are not out of this game yet. Not if Lovelady has anything to say about it. Good catch and spin after the catch right there by Palmer. So the Sharks answered back with a haymaker of their own. But now the question begs, can this defense make a stop? So Garrison's going to drop back to pass, and he's going to get brought down by Smith, who was right there in his face as soon as he snapped the ball. And that is exactly what the Sharks defense needed to do to try and get back in this game. So 2nd and 16, they're going to drop back to pass again. Garrison's looking for a receiver. He's got tons of pressure, and he's going to get sacked down again by Matthews. And that's back-to-back sacks by this Sharks defense. Is exactly what we needed. So on a long 3rd and 18, Garrison's going to drop back to pass again. He's surveying the field. He's under pressure, but he finds Roberts, who makes the catch for a 1st down and then some. And what a throw and catch right there to get out of a jam. Right when the Sharks defense were heating up, man, Garrison stood tall in the pocket and then delivered a strike to his receiver. And after that huge conversion, man, that's going to take us into the 4th quarter. So Cougars at 1st and 10 on the 38 with a 45-31 lead over the Sharks. Garrison's dropping back to pass again. He's looking for a receiver. Beverly's got the catch. He might have some space. He stiff arms Williams, but then gets pushed barely out of bounds. Thankfully, Williams was able to get enough to get him out of bounds right there. He might still be running. So the Cougars start to put together a really nice drive as Huffman goes up the middle and stiff arms Robertson. He's still running, and there's nobody who's going to catch Huffman as he goes all the way to the end zone for a 48-yard touchdown, extending the Cougars' lead. Puts Williams on skates, tells Roberts to have a seat, and then glides into the end zone. Man, nobody was going to catch him, and that is not what the Sharks need at a time like this. Can they answer? So the crowd's absolutely rocking after a big play like that. Lovelady is going to go play action and get brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 9. So after a huge gut punch touchdown, we take a big loss on 1st down and have to climb our way back out. So Lovelady in shotgun, he's going over the top. He's looking for Buckley, who might have a step, and Buckley comes down with the tip pass and gets the Sharks down to the 20. Can you believe it? Short-handed Buckley comes up with a huge play right there. And after that big catch, the Sharks are now in striking range. Can they finish this drive off with points? Lovelady's dropping back. He's looking for a receiver off to his right, and he finds Glover in the corner, who comes down with a toe tap. And the Sharks score. Exactly what we needed. at the time we needed, man, our X Factor player to step up. Baby Megatron doing Baby Megatron things. Now can this defense come up with a much needed stop, man? 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The score 52-38. You got to imagine the Cougars are probably going to try to run this clock out as they hand off to Huffman, who doesn't get anything as he's met by Troop. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it. And Troop is trying to get his guys hyped up, man. We need a big stop right here. Score is 52-38. You got to imagine the Cougars are going to try to run this ball as they're taking the play clock all the way down, trying to use up as much time as possible. Defense looking to hold. They're going to hand it off to Huffman, who's going to make a nice cut up the middle, and he's got some space, and he's still running, and Roberts is trying to track him down. McKinley's trying to catch him, and I don't think they're going to be able to get him as he goes from the 20 to the 10, and Huffman takes another one to the house. 90-yard touchdown run at a time that the Sharks just could not afford it. That might be the backbreaker right there, as you see Huffman with a great run that may have just sealed his team's victory in this game, man. The whole game, man, we've been asking the defense just to make one stop, and we simply cannot get it, man. So let's see if the Sharks offense can make up for what the defense is lacking. Lovelady's going to go in shotgun. He's looking for his receiver. He has Higgins over the top. Higgins comes down with the catch, and he gets down to about the 45. Nice catch right there by Higgins, who's having an absolute great game thus far. But is it enough to be able to get these Sharks over this deficit, man? We got to see. So the Sharks are in hurry-up offense as there's just about 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Lovelady's back in shotgun again. He's rolling off to his right. He's scanning the field. He's looking for Palmer again, who comes down and gets a foot in bounds and gets down right at about the 10. So once again, Palmer is coming in the clutch. As you can see, he just gets that left foot in bounds right there. Great grab. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. You love to see it. So Lovelady taking command again. He's going to drop back the pass. He's trying to buy some time off to his left. Looking for a receiver. He's running out of time, and he just throws this ball away. Makes a safe decision. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 10. About 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Lovelady back to pass again. He's rolling to his left, trying to extend his play. He's looking for anybody, and he might have Buckley over the middle, who appeared out of nowhere and comes through with a touchdown. The Sharks not out of this one yet, man. 1 minute and 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The score is 45-59. Can the Sharks get a stop? And Huffman goes for a gain of about 6 on first down right there, keeping the clock running. The Sharks are forced to take their first time out to stop that clock. So you got to imagine another run is coming right here as they hand off to Huffman off the left-hand side, and he picks up the first down and then some. He's still running. Hubbard's trying to track him down, and he gets him down after a huge gain. And to top things off, Deuce McGee has injured his chest on the play, and that is not what the Sharks need. One of our main playmakers on defense goes down late in the game. But you know the saying, man, next man up. We got to finish this game out. So here we go. Got to imagine they're going to hand off again to Huffman, who carries the ball for a gain of about 4 right there as Williams makes the tackle. And here's the bad news. Deuce McGee has broken his ribs and is out for 8 weeks. And that is devastating news. But, man, we got to try to lock in and finish this game. So, anyway, they're going to hand off to Huffman again, who's going to get brought down after a short gain. So now the Cougars are looking at 3rd and 4. The Sharks forced to take their last time out. And they run the ball again. And he's stopped in the backfield. Nice tackle right there. And that forces the Cougars to punt the ball to the Sharks with 52 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Do not count us out yet. So here we go. Lovelady in shotgun. He's drifting to his left. He's looking for his receiver. He has Higgins once again, who makes the catch and is still running. He gets past the 50 and gets brought down at the 42. And we got to go hurry up. No timeouts left. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can Lovelady come up clutch? He's going shotgun again. He's got pressure in his face. He's just going to throw a Hail Mary up to Glover, and hopefully he can come down with it. But this time, Glover is not able to come down with that pass like he normally does. So we only got 35 seconds left. It's 2nd and 10. The Sharks in desperation mode at this point. Lovelady's got pressure in his face. He's having to scramble off to his right. He throws to Glover. Glover comes up with the catch. He breaks the tackle. He's still running, and he's going to take it in for a Sharks touchdown. And he slam dunks on the goalpost as he lets you know he is him. And he gives the Sharks a chance to stay alive in this game. As you can see, Lovelady just scrambling for his life. He had to find his guy, and Baby Megatron comes through once again. So the score is now 59-52. The Sharks are only down 7, but with no timeouts and under 30 seconds left, we are going to have to go for an onside kick. And we're putting this game on the foot of Fenton. So here we go. Fitton's making his adjustments. He's getting ready to kick. He kicks the onside kick, and the Sharks recover. But that did not go 10 yards, and we're going to get a penalty. But we're going to get a second chance. Fitton, once again, onside kick to keep the Sharks alive in this game. Going for the kick. Got a good bounce. He goes up, and Buckley recovers. But they say it didn't go 10 yards. The Sharks do not get it. And Buckley is absolutely furious. If that didn't go 10 yards, that definitely hit a Cougar player. Oh, you got to be kidding me. And with the Sharks not able to recover that onside kick, man, that is going to be all she wrote. The Cougars are going to walk out with a win. Score 59-52. One heck of a game. Listen, man, it was an absolute dogfight to the end. The Sharks just came up short. And, man, this is what college football is all about. We don't get the dub, but, man, that's one heck of a game right there. Devastating loss for the Shark Nation faithful, but, man, I am proud of our boys. They played a great game. We had some flaws, but we definitely had some upside. But anyway, man, that is going to wrap up the game and take us to our WX Sports Gear Player of the Game. And look, man, we're going to go ahead and give the award to Marquette, the receiver for the Cougars, man. And listen, don't at me if I'm saying his name wrong. I mean, look at it. You trying to say it. But anyway, man, this dude had a phenomenal game, coming down with 5 receptions for 206 yards. And to top it off, he had 3 touchdowns, and he was absolutely shredding the Sharks defense time and time again, man. Just a real problem for our secondary, as they honestly just couldn't tackle him once he got the ball and got in some open space. So anyway, man, he had a great game and well deserving that award right there. So now, man, it's time to get into our Shark Attack recap brought to you by WX Sports Gear. And listen, man, the first thing we're going to go over are our team stats. Final score ended up being 59-52. Washington State takes this one as the Sharks take another L. And anyway, man, if we look at some of these stats here, you can see total offense 585 to 607 in the Cougars' favor. Passing yards, we absolutely dominated as Lovelady had a field day all over the Cougars defense, but just wasn't enough to get the win. But anyway, man, if we keep going down, you can see our red zone numbers were phenomenal, man. 3 out of 3. Turnovers are probably what decided this game, as we did have the pick that ultimately, made the difference in that one score. So anyway, if we take a look at our Shark spotlight, it is going to be none other than Joe Lovelady. This dude was lighting the boards up, finishing the game 8 out of 30 for 616 yards. You read that right, 616. And to top it off, he had 6 touchdowns. I mean, talk about balling. This dude was playing out of his mind. Now, granted, he did have the one interception, but hey, he still had a good game. Anyway, man, if we get into our WX Sports Gear top 3 plays, we are going to be looking at the receiver Jones, who took a slant all the way to the house, and we already know Roberts wasn't going to catch him. Anyway, man, moving on to number 2, we got Joe Lovelady to our main man, baby Megatron Glover, who makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then takes it into the end zone late in the game. And now for our WX Sports Gear top play of the night, it is going to be Marquette, who catches a little bubble route and then stops on a dime, makes Hubbard look like an absolute fool, and then high steps his way to an end zone and leads his team to victory. So now, wrapping up the Shark Attack recap, man, we got our post-game interview, and if you're looking at what I'm looking at, there's nobody here. That's right, man. Coach Hughes actually decided not to speak to media after a really tough loss, and he was actually furious with that last call, not getting the onside kick recovery, and so he ultimately chose not to speak to the media. We'll see how that all turns out. But anyway, man, that is going to go ahead and wrap up this week's episode. Listen, man, Shark Nation, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And look, I know we took another L, but it's only up from here. So if you enjoyed the video, man, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel today. And remember, a little every day goes a long way. So once you take that first step, don't look back. I'm IceG3, 3000 to be exact, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. And if I don't, well then go ahead and run this one back.